I've said this before, and you'll hear so many people say it that come from where I've come from, the bottom, or what's considered to be the bottom. We are not stereotypically supposed to be in the rooms that we're in. And when we say that, there's a level of comfort, right? We're not supposed to be in these rooms. And it's kind of cliche when you say it.
When I was younger, being consumed by a particular fear, and to the point where you're saying, okay, nah, it's not good to feel fear. And it does nothing but grow. Versus stepping back and saying, yeah, I am nervous about the situation. Yeah, I am fearful about the situation. But what am I afraid of? And then you kind of unpack it, look at it for really what it is, which is nothing more than your imagination running its course.
And then my mom would have a conversation with me around the why. And then being also forced or pushed and nudged into a space where you had to acknowledge your siblings also, in that situation, and the importance of family and what that means, My parents have different upbringings, from, and different family structures growing up. But one thing they've always provided us with is just a sense of like family over everything, and how important that is.
Like, oh, chink in the armor. I feel it. You always can look at out of your peripheral vision, but I'm like, this is a prideful motherfucker, man. And we keep on going, man, holding sixes. We get to about mile 18, I look, Cam's right back on the shoulder. And I just smiled. And I said, you are exactly who the fuck I thought you were, motherfucker. And so we went out, tested each other, man. Good day, went to the gym, worked out hard. Went and got some steak.
Same day.
Saying, oh, we fucking worked it out, dude. Whenever me and him are together, you can guarantee it's gonna be two people that love each other, but are waiting for the other motherfucker to break.
I understand, not because I'm a trained machine and I spent all of this time prepping for, and this is what the idea of education was all based off of. No. The idea of discovery enhanced the muscle that made me want for so much more information in the space of life that I chose to love. So in entertainment and business, the level of failures that I have had, that I'm still having in some regard, the world of fixing, cleaning up, making better, understanding, growing, relationships, building, there is nothing more intriguing to me than being able to turn around and look at Kevin at the age 22 and then looking at Kevin at the age 43. And that tree got so many branches on it right now. And so many people say you're doing so much, or why do you do so much? How do you do so much? What's the end game? What's the goal? The game is being in the game, right? Like it's being in the game. The foundation that I'm trying my best to create.
What I try to do is just try to be still and understand that emotions come and go. The important thing is to accept them all, to embrace them all, and then you can choose to do with them what you want versus being controlled by emotion. Myself, when I was younger, being consumed by a particular fear, and to the point where you're saying, okay, nah, it's not good to feel fear. And it does nothing but grow. Versus stepping back and saying, yeah, I am nervous about the situation. Yeah, I am fearful about the situation. Well, what am I afraid of? And then you kind of unpack it, look at it for really what it is, which is nothing more than your imagination running its course,
Like, people go, oh, you're only doing, was like 90 some pounds on the incline. Motherfucker, do 5 sets of 25 with a superset of push-ups, superset of curls, superset of pull-ups, superset of triceps, superset of, what the fuck else was it? I forget what it was. It's a superset, man. So we're going through lifting lightweight, but for massive, massive amounts of reps. And so you're like totally swollen. And like, it's just some of the best workouts in the world between me and him. Some of the best workouts in the world, man. Not many people are trying to do. So there's not many people who can even open their fucking mouth and criticize me when I do fail. Cause I'm trying to do shit, man, that many people aren't trying to do. But I don't look at failure as failure. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Because when you're going to try To do something, not trying is failure. That's not some after school special shit. But when you're able to go out there is no failure. It's attempts. Because when you're trying to do something that's bigger than you, whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're paralyzed, you're trying to walk one step and you didn't fail, motherfucker. That was your first attempt. If that's your biggest thing, that's how your mindset needs to go into everything. So I don't look at it as failure is a big word like that gets people down and shit. We give so much power to words. I don't. I take the power right away. I didn't fail shit.
It was a combination of all those things, and I've always been curious and walked towards the how do I make myself better? What are the things that I need, the tools that I need in order to improve myself, the way I think, how do I maximize myself, you know? So from, I think, getting an executive coach, who talks to executives all day and how to create healthy conversations, the right type of conversations to have as you're building a team around you. It's not just us, we have an entire team of people that surround us that help us achieve our dreams and get the big idea done. A spiritual advisor, a spiritual coach that I have who, helps me do my energy work, my spiritual work, and help sift through the noise and find those things. And I think it wasn't until I had, roles that challenged my spirit and myself in a real way that in the weight, but the weight is so heavy, and people sometimes think and they see what we have or what, what we're doing, and it's like, oh, just be grateful, or just, what are you complaining about, and most people wouldn't be able to walk, a block in our shoes, with this stuff. And I think it was, and then you have moments where you resent things and you're angry at, the feelings that you accumulate for not being clear or not understanding, why this. There's a lot of whys, and you're not going to get all the answers, but you want to, be able to get to a place where you're clear.